Previously on Survivor 45, Hannah was voted out, or she quit. Lulu comes back from Tribal, now with no Hannah and still no Flint and therefore no fire. Emily attempted to apologize and Sabiyah really wasn't having it. Then Emily explained her reasoning that she was coming for her. They exchanged some words, but it's just clear that they are not vibing. Did anyone get complete chills from the opening theme? Like, damn, that was a nice rush of nostalgic dopamine. Moving over to the Red Tribe, we see J. Maya was observing the flag. She didn't even have an advantage or a clue, so this was pretty cool. She even gets some help from Drew, but no dice. Austin knows multiple people are observing it now, gets an alone moment, and deciphers it with his clue. It reads, dig at the fallen palm tree X. He has not completed that task yet, and he still has no vote. Julie is just being the mom to Dee, to Drew, and Julie expressed her desire in a confessional to lean into the mother figure role as her strategy. Julie and Drew want to bring in Dee and Austin, and all four are in on this. Drew feeling a tad cocky about wanting to be the king, taking it a bit far, a bit soon for my liking, my dude. Earn it, and then I'm with you. Moving on to the Blue Tribe. Bruce, with the new moniker Uncle Bruce, makes fire and Jake vibes with him. Bruce feels that his tribe is a lazy bunch of kids, but he's trying to keep that on the down low. Katurah is really not feeling Bruce. No, but it's really a fun, unspoken rivalry that I have to wonder if it's foreshadowing anything. Brando is making the girls laugh, and they want to work with him, and the girls are working together as seen in episode 1, and they seem open to working with Brando. Jake suspects that the girls are working together. While there is this could-be alliance with the 3 girls plus Brando, it's good to point out that there's also a could-be alliance with the 3 guys plus Kelly. Bruce, Brandon, Jake, and then Kelly are coming together as Kelly, while she does want to stay woman strong, does see the importance of strength and challenges. She's keeping her options open, which is never a bad idea. I liked seeing this because it was not only good for her, it was also good for Brando because they're both working both sides. So there's this bit of a split with some overlap which could prove interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to see them lose an immunity challenge. I'm not running against them, but I hope we get to see that Tribal. Back to the Yellow Tribe, Emily is idol searching. She's public enemy number 1 and she knows it. The rest of the Yellow Tribe descends to watch over Emily, but they basically are all looking for the idol. Brandon found the Beware advantage with Sabiyah present, and Brandon didn't want to risk his vote, giving it to Sabiyah. She had to line up a hole on a paper onto a map or something. It was a bit confusing to watch, but it gives her the general location of the advantage. But she doesn't see it. She has the correct tree, and she's pretty sure of that fact. This is a different task from what Austin from the Red Tribe had to do with his flag, so I'm more curious on Blue's Beware advantage task than I previously had been. Caleb reaches out and talks to Emily. Caleb kind of gets her and wants to help her and look out, and they had a heart-to-heart, and I really loved this. Emily then went on an apology to her, and it was actually really nice, and it seemed very sincere. She's growing on me as an audience member, and I'm sorry, I can't help but stan Emily. Caleb is extending that olive branch and gaining some trust in Emily. This wasn't only nice to watch, but really good on Caleb. It was genuine and strategic, and it's always good to keep everyone on your side, and everyone on the tribe seems to trust him at the moment. I do want to mention Sean. He had a bit more going on this episode, so I want to point out that it seems that he's in a good spot with Caleb and Sabiyah, but I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more from him. A boat comes. It is Shipwheel Island. On the Yellow Tribe, Brandon goes, even though Emily wanted to. On the Blue Tribe, Bruce goes, to Katurah's disdain. She's not liking this. And Drew goes, but it was more of a rock, paper, scissors thing. They meet, they talk. I mean, it's mostly Brandon talking and just spilling a ton about his tribe dynamics. Bruce isn't saying much, and Drew did a lot of listening while carrying us with a confessional narration of who had tight or loose lips. They all journey in different directions. They have an optional timed puzzle. If they want to play for an advantage, they must risk their vote. Bruce doesn't play. Brandon plays, Drew plays. Drew wins, Brandon loses. Drew gains safety without power. This was played by Jeremy in Winners at War. You leave Tribal before the vote takes place. I actually really like this advantage. Brandon owns up to his tribe that he went for the advantage but lost his vote. Drew owns up to it and shows his advantage to everyone. Austin likes this and sees Drew as loyal, so he tells him about his Beware advantage. Tells him what the flag said too, and I don't know if going that far was necessary, but either way, information can be a form of currency, and this information sharing buys trust, and it seems Austin and Drew are both in. And of course, Drew is mentioning the classic wanting a JT to his Steven. So in this 4-person alliance, this puts Austin and Drew close, Julian drew close, and Dean drew close. Drew was in a good position with everyone with an advantage. Highlights from the immunity challenge is just a new rule that a contestant may not sit out in back-to-back challenges. And Kendra fell on the balance beam and ow. Damn, lay it off, Kendra. She thankfully ended up being okay. Brandon, who claimed to be good at puzzles, didn't do great at the puzzle, and Lulu lost again. And I really wanted to see them win immunity, and it's not that I'm rooting against the other tribes, but I'd much rather blue or red go to tribal. I just want to see the tribe dynamics of the other tribes, and tribal is the ultimate platform of drawing those lines. This result sets up certain situations. Lulu becomes an underdog tribe now. If they win next time and a different tribe goes to tribal, then the other immune tribe becomes the majority tribe. These things ripple, and sometimes they do matter in the big picture, but I don't know, sometimes it really doesn't. Tribal is approaching and it's time to scramble. Here's the setup. Brandon has no vote, Sabiyah has no vote. So Sabiyah and company, being Caleb and Sean, look for the idol. She finds a candle. Unfortunately, they have to melt this candle to get what's inside, which is the idol. But they still don't have fire, so she still doesn't have her vote. Oh dear, it's a 3-vote tribal, and I'm living for the complication for sure. But now it gets more interesting. It's still coming down to 2 names on the chopping block, though. Emily for personality conflict, Brandon for challenge performance. Brandon pitches loyalty, and Emily pitches her case and gives her shot in the dark to Sabiyah as a sign of trust and desperation, who claims she'll give it back after tribal, if she stays. Emily reaches out to Caleb as a final Hail Mary to see if she can possibly sway anything in her favor. He does see the value in her and can see her as an asset. But Sabiyah still does not trust her, and it seems as if she is very dead set on wanting to vote her out and feels that even though she has no vote, she feels that she is in control and she likes that. But from the outside looking in, I feel it's Caleb in control. I gotta say, I'm really liking Caleb and he keeps growing on me. He may just be my current favorite. He's likable, has some charm, he's not cocky, empathetic, and I like seeing him shine a bit more this episode. Off to tribal, Emily and Brandon talk about what their experience has been about. Ultimately, Brandon goes home. Sorry man, I liked your whole tribe and I didn't want to see either of you go if I'm being honest. You are a character. And that was episode 2. For my closing remarks, I'm not a Survivor content creator, but I'm practicing doing short-form video essays, and this felt like a good way of doing so. If you watched this, thank you so much. I know I was kind of a dick in my last recap, but it was all in good fun. I have nothing but love for this cast, but I'm trying to do better, and I don't want to come off as hating any of these people, because I don't. It's only a game, and that's just not me. I'll take any constructive criticism, or just tell me I suck. If you want some other content creators that are more focused on Survivor, let me know and I can point you in the right direction. There are some fantastic channels out there. They have more frequently released content and I would love to do the same, but I got that 9-to-5 grind going down. But like, subscribe, comment, roll your eyes in resignation. I appreciate it all. Until next week, this what's coming up.